So tariffs on Canada, Canada retaliates, Mexico is set to retaliate, China is set to explore their options as well. We're going to talk about how Donald Trump's tariffs could impact our financial markets, specifically in cryptocurrency, because that's what we do on the channel. We talk about crypto. And Bitcoin has fallen down below 100K. There's blood in the streets today, absolute bloodbath in crypto right now. So we're going to take a look at what's going on, the overall crypto news and Bitcoin news as well. So let's get into it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on X if you're watching over there. And let's get into it. So things are not going the way we expected. Obviously, this is not, well, I mean, if you look back and you look at previous charts, this is a part, this is kind of a part of the whole cycle, honestly. Let's go over and I'm going to take a look at something I shared here. Marty Party, I follow Marty Party. Everything is playing out as it always does. Every cycle, Binance flushes Max Payne before the markup. Newbies panic, holders buy the dip. So we can see this February, 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 and every February begins with this drastic move down. So is this really, nothing has really changed in terms of the market cycle. However, it feels like pain, right? We're expecting altcoin season. It seems to be delayed, delayed, delayed. There's a lot of, macro things going on in terms of inflation, government stuff. There's a ton of things going on. So what's going on for Bitcoin right now? Actually sitting under 98K, down at set 97.7. It was actually about 98 plus when I started the recording of this video, so it already dropped a few $100s. So let's just take a look at the biggest losers here. CoinMarketCap might be having a little bit of a heyday here. It seems to mess up when there's a ton of volume or a ton of people trying to access the site. So we can see here some of the biggest losers as of right now in the top 100. So there is a ton of buying opportunity here, in my opinion. Maybe not just yet, because I don't think we're going to see the bottom here just yet. But this obviously is in my opinion, an opportunity for a dump. I think, market makers kind of take any opportunity that they can to flush out some of the, the longs and people that, get scared and they sell off their positions. So I think, in my opinion, that's what's going on right now. I think that this is a little bit of a bear trap. We're going to see this go down. We might even hit like 90, 95K, in my opinion. And then it's just basically going to take care of a lot of those longs that are out there, those long positions. So Bitcoin fell below 100K. Donald Trump imposed tariffs on goods from China, Canada, and Mexico. And that's pretty much what's going on right now. This triggered immediate responses from the three countries. I watched Justin Trudeau's press conference last night. He was like 2 hours late to it, but whatever, it is what it is. I know this is kind of a pretty big topic, and he handled it okay. I mean, I'm not a big Justin Trudeau fan. I actually can't wait for him to be gone. But that's push that aside, right? They came back and said, if you guys are going to impose tariffs on us, we're going to impose tariffs back on you. I kind of don't blame them. They can't just let President Trump walk all over you. He's the type that he'll see weakness and he'll go for it, right? He's already talking about Canada becoming the 51st state. I really don't think that these tariffs have anything to do with the border. At first, I did, but he was asked in a press conference the other day, and I know this is a crypto video, but this all matters, right? He was asked in a press conference the other day if Canada could do anything to stop the tariffs, and he said, "No, this is purely an economic response." He's doing what he thinks is best for his country, and I can't say that I blame him. However, maybe there's a little bit ways we could go about things differently. But anyways, the fact of the matter is the tariffs are there, and it's basically going to affect crypto. So there's going to be 25% additional tariff on imports from Canada and Mexico, and 10% from China. So this is basically Donald Trump talking about borders and fentanyl and all that stuff. Tariffs could raise inflation, potentially leading to higher interest rates, which typically cause investors to move away from riskier assets like crypto. So this could be a bad or it could be a good thing for crypto. It could go either way. It could be the fact that, to hedge against inflation, we might see people kind of flock to Bitcoin. And that could potentially be the case, or we could see them move away and go into bonds and more like term deposits. China's Ministry of Commerce reportedly said it'll be filing a complaint with the World Trade Organization and take corresponding countermeasures. We have yet to see what those are. But the Mexican president has come back and said they're going to implement Plan B, which introduced tariffs and non tariff measures in defense of Mexico's interests. Can't blame them. They're doing, Canada, Mexico, China, whatever. We're doing what we have to do to protect ourselves as well as the United States, right? If you guys, the only thing that really bothers me about this whole thing is that Trump is out there saying that they're subsidizing Canada. They're not subsidizing Canada. Subsidy is almost like a gift or you guys need this, so we're going to give it to you just to keep you afloat, kind of thing. That's a subsidy, right? He's paying. The U.S. is paying for goods and services from Canada. That's not a subsidy. It just means that you're buying probably more goods than Canada or whatever. He views that as a subsidy when it's not true. You go out to the store and you buy such and such from this grocery store more than you do from this grocery store. It's not a subsidy. It's just they have the goods that you want. So that's just, anyways, it is what it is. And there's nothing we can really do about it. Obviously, the government will have to handle it. But uh, Dan Gambardello is an analyst in the crypto space, and he says, I cannot believe there's a popular opinion floating around that and Trump tariffs and his meme coins ended the bull cycle. He doesn't believe that. He says BlackRock is continuing to accumulate Ethereum and Bitcoin. We see that. Retail frantically panics because crypto is currently consolidating and they freak out, and people are just impatient, right? I know this has been a really tough cycle. This has been a little bit harder to kind of swallow because you see the longer crypto is out there, the longer we see, the more people we see get rich off the past cycles, right? And really what it comes down to is we're expecting a massive bull cycle and people just want to see it now. Well, it doesn't just go straight up. I say that in the channel all the time. It doesn't go straight up. We're going to have pullbacks. We're going to have, government macro factors come into play. We're going to have, conflicts within the world, or there's going to be a number of different things come into play, and they're going to cause pullbacks. They're going to cause, uncertainty and doubt in the market. And that's really what we're seeing right now. All it comes down to right now is that we are seeing uncertainty in the market, and investors do not like uncertainty. I've said that a million times as well. If you get uncertainty, we're definitely going to see, a market crash. So obviously, we're all eyes are going to be on the stock markets opening tomorrow, and we're going to have to kind of wait and see how Max Payne kind of feels for them and kind of gauge how this is going to go. This is going to be, pretty volatile for the next, I would say, week or so. We're probably going to see some consolidation. We're going to see some more drops, and it's not going to be pretty. But guys, don't let them scare you out of your positions. I'm not saying don't sell. If you absolutely have to, do what you got to do. Do what you guys got to do. It's your money, it's your funds. You make your own decisions. But don't let these scary little dips take you out of your positions. Because, like I said, I mean, this is all a part of the game. It's all a part of, the crypto cycle. The crypto cycle does not go up forever, infinity. Let's take a look right here. This is Bitcoin. Look at all these dips. This is Bitcoin rate from 2012. Look at all these dips, right? I mean, it's not a straight ride up. Even here, this is the last year in Bitcoin. This thing's still up 128% over the last year. So that whole, this dip is scary right now, but look at the size of it compared to everything in the last year. We're okay. I'm okay. Crypto's okay. The financial markets are going to be okay. And everything is, I'm not even sharing my screen. I do apologize for that, guys. Sec. I apologize. I'm so sorry about that. All right, so let's go back over that. So this little dip here, this is right here. This feels really bad, but look at the overall market. I mean, this is Bitcoin in the last year. There's dips and valleys, there's pullbacks, there's scary points. Like this is scary, that was scary. This one here was really scary. That was back in was it July. We had that dip down into the 53K mark. I mean, it's going to get scary. Things are going to feel like they're over, and that's just a whole part of the market cycle. That's a part of crypto. And if it was easy, everybody would do it and everybody would be rich. It's just not easy. So hang in there. We'll be okay. Thanks so much for tuning in. I know this was a long one, but I felt like I had to make it. And hopefully you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. Peace.